Hi, y'all. So, as some of you know, I'm a nurse here in California working an assignment. And I got sick. I have been sick now for it's almost a month. Like, I don't have energy at all. Of course, I was hoping to go back to work by now for my contract. It's been almost a month, and I've been off, I think next week. And I'm pretty sure the hospital isn't happy. I don't know how my company feels, but speaking with them on the phone, they feel like they have been very supportive. They are saying that they are supportive of me or whatever. Have to braid my hair. I never get sick, and I'm pretty sure my hospital was like, they sent me home thinking I had digestive issues, and I knew it wasn't just digestive, or I'm sorry, not digestive, GI issues. I knew it wasn't just GI because it wasn't just GI. I know I had some nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or whatever, but it was more than just that. I had a message come through. Now they want to know, like, testing and all that. Like, of course, I had to go to the emergency room. And I really think they only tested me just for flu and strep. They was not trying to test me. And I don't even think they got a real sample, to be honest, because he did not go to the back of my nose. He probably went, like, right up in here. It's about where he was, because I could feel it. That's about where it was tingling at anyway. But the point is, like, I feel sick. And to be honest, like, I'm struggling on how to feel. I'm in a hotel room right now, but, like, I'm really struggling on how to feel because of course, I got my family in my ear telling me to go back home and chill out. Like, if something happens, I'm at home. I'm in reach or whatever. But honestly speaking, like, I'll be scared to go to the hospital anyway. I honestly feel like maybe I have pneumonia set up or something. I started out with diarrhea. No, I just felt weird. Felt really fatigued. Then I got diarrhea. Then I got nausea, vomiting with diarrhea. I had a headache. So maybe my headache started when I felt fatigued, but I have a headache. And then I got a fever. And then my body just ached all over, and I couldn't do anything. And then I got to the point to where I felt like my chest was like suffocating. I just could not catch a breath, and I was suffocating. Like, no help, okay? Enough to where someone called an ambulance, so I had to go to the doctor for that. They were so scared. Like, they were supposed to do chest x-ray, blood work, and all this. They did absolutely nothing. He just said it's a virus. I have to write it out. He went based off my symptoms and said I was a virus. I have to write it out. He checked me for strep throat. He said I don't have strep throat. So he said regardless, that's what it is. It took probably about an hour or so to get my heart rate under control, which was about 140s. According to him, it was 140s. And then my O2 was low, like in the 89, 90, 91 range, which is where it's at now. It takes a lot to kind of like focus back and try to get my breathing under control because, I'm a nurse, but Just I rarely get sick. I didn't take insurance when I signed up for this contract. And of course, now that I have it and I need it, I wish I would have. But I didn't take the insurance. So I know even at the beginning, a month ago, when I first started having symptoms, it was hard getting tested because I didn't have insurance. And then the hospital was supposed to test me, but I was told, like, do my self-quarantine. When I feel better, then come in. They test me, they clear me, I go back to work. I'm supposed to use them as my clearance. So, but if I don't feel well, then I don't know what to do. Like today, I had a temperature of 101, 100.5. My O2's been, ranging between 90 and 93 for the most part. My chest feels very tight. It feels tight. I'm tired. I have no energy. Like, I don't know what to do because as a nurse, I'm kind of like torn on, being out there helping those who need help. But reality of it is, like, I don't have energy. And I have to, of course, I understand, but I have to, go with the hospital, whatever their needs are, I guess, for confirmation or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's COVID. I think so, based off my symptoms alone. But, I don't know. I know I don't ever get sick. My body is clearly fighting something, and I can say it all day, every day. But I guess it really doesn't matter what I say. It's what they want to, it's what can be proven. But I really don't want to go and get hit with thousands of dollars of medical bills that I have to pay. Of course, I have to pay for that, regardless of what it is. If it's COVID, if it's pneumonia, I know it's not strep. I don't think it's the flu. I know it's not a cold. I don't know what it is. And, like, seriously, like, they say there's nothing you can do. But also unfortunate with my past experience with medical staff. Like, I don't trust them. Like, even when I went on the ambulance, the EMT was like, I checked her lungs front and back, and they're clear. No, he didn't. He put a stethoscope right here. That's it. The only place he put a stethoscope in one spot, and he held it there for like 3 seconds. That's it. He didn't check both sides to compare. He definitely didn't check my back. Unfortunately, I don't trust healthcare. And I know that it sounds crazy because I'm in healthcare. But you know what? I trust me. I trust my nursing skills. I trust my assessment skills. And I know that I'm giving my patient the best care. I know that what I document, I've done. I know what to look for. But I've had experience where when it comes to me, it doesn't matter. You got people out there who don't tell the truth, or who are unethical, or who just don't care. And so I just don't want to spend thousands of dollars for something like that. And, and if I'm able to talk, I don't want to spend it. Or it hit my credit or whatever. You sending me a bill is what I'm saying. And just seriously, in my experience, it hasn't worked. My family's frustrated because they feel like I need to be at home. They feel like that I'm not listening and that I'm risking myself trying to work. Even more so, risking myself working in California, so far away from home. I'm risking myself taking care of possibly sick patients with COVID or even not COVID. And at the condition of how I am right now in my lungs, I'm risking myself overall. And they are not happy about that. But, I kind of take it with a grain of salt because some of them, they want me to come out here to begin with. But, like, when I think back to the day on the ambulance, and I literally thought I was dying. Like I was suffocating. It's like I could not get air from my neck up. It just was not exchanging. And the fear of, like, I know I feel me suffocating. I began to hyperventilate. My heart rate was in the 140s. My O2 was low. It took oxygen just for them to give me enough to, I guess, let me go. But I was in the back of an ambulance. I never even got to the hospital. There was no chest x-rays. There was no blood work. There was nothing. When they found out where I came from and they found out I was a nurse, it was like hands off. You know, they tried to give me, I had oxygen, of course, and they tried to give me Zofran, but I don't take Zofran. They wanted to give me something for cough, but I didn't take it either. Like, not that I'm not trying to get medicine, but I'm particular about what I take. I try to tell myself that the body is self-healing, which I do know, and I believe in homeostasis, and that it's going to offset itself. Like when I had a fever, I knew because I began to sweat and I had the chills. So I said, okay, let me check, and sure enough, I had a fever. As low as it was, 101, and then the other one time was 100.5, 100.8, and then 99.1. I don't know. Like, I'm a twin, and I really believe that, like, maybe I'm getting, because my sister is now sick. My twin is now sick. She is experiencing the same symptoms. But whereas I really thought, like, I was improving, like, but maybe it was me masking my symptoms, doing the hot steam with the sea salt and the citrus pill. I was doing that, and I was taking Mucinex and Tylenol, and I was drinking hot lemon honey tea, and trying to do that little massage gun thing, trying to break up myself. I don't know. Maybe that was masking it, but she's sick, and a part of me feel like I'm taking on some of her symptoms. That's happened to us in the past, and I know it sounds crazy to singles, but it's been multiple times in our life where one of us catches the other. Like, I got super sick, and I had a sore throat as a kid, and she ended up getting an abscess right there on her neck. Had to get it lanced. I got bit. I got stung by a bee. She called, like, it burned for like not even a minute. After that, she came over my house. Her in the exact same spot, her leg was swollen, and she had a rash, and it was swollen in the exact same spot, like literally in the same spot. And I looked at my leg, and my leg was fine. So there are times, and I'm wondering if this is the time, but I can't take it. I really feel like my lungs are gonna give out, and I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible. And then I feel like I have to explain it, and I'm not just explaining it to one. I have to explain it across the board. I don't just explain to my family. I have to explain to my company, and I have to explain it to the hospital. And at the end of the day, of course, it looks like I look questionable, because I haven't been seen. I'm saying I have these symptoms, but I'm not going to the doctor. But they don't know me. My family knows. They understand. Like, they know I'm not going to a doctor. And the only reason why I went on the ambulance that day was because I literally was dying. Like, I was suffocating. And mentally, I wasn't there. Like, I was aware of the surrounding, but I wasn't there. But my family knows, like, I would have to literally be rolled in to go to a doctor. It has to go to that extreme because I just don't trust them. They have not done right by me in the past. No place I've been has pretty much done right by me. I've had some good nurses, but one doctor, Dr. Bader, I trusted him, but other than that, like, they haven't done right by me. My time in the military, they didn't do right by me. my time when I had my hysterectomy. They didn't do right by me. They don't do right by me, so I don't trust it. But again, my family, they know me, but the company, I'm new to them. I've been working with them for a little bit, trying to get on. Then I finally get on to come out here, and here's where I am. But the hospital, they don't know me. They probably think, oh, someone's dead sick. Where they say in a month, they still haven't improved in a month. And they don't go to the hospital. But that's me. That's how I operate. That's me, because I don't trust the system. I'm scared that if I go in the hospital, I might not come out. And I have 2 kids. At least I know if I'm here and I'm blowing into a paper bag, or if I'm checking my own stuff, or if I'm even trying to self-medicate, I'm alive. I'm in the Facebook groups and I see where a guy goes in, walkie-talkie. Next day he's intubated, ICU, and then he dead. Like, I don't want that to be my story. I don't want that to be my story. But I feel horrible. And it takes a lot for me to admit that, because I'm one that, like, oh no, your body self-heals, you don't need this, you don't need that. Like, I took the medicine, okay? I took medicine. But it takes a lot for me to even admit when I'm sick. It takes a lot for me to admit when I'm down, because I don't want to feel like I'm a burden. I don't want to be a burden, and I don't want to be nobody's patient. Unless I'm doing something elective. Other than that, I don't want to be a patient. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. Now, like, my hospital's like, did you see your physician, your PCP? Like, I don't have a PCP. I don't have a main doctor. I don't see anyone. I had a hysterectomy. I don't go in for women's checkup. I still don't get mammograms. They screwed me out of that. I trusted. It wasn't the doctor. It was the radiology center. A $0 bill turned into $1,000. I don't trust this stuff. I don't trust the system. And yes, I'm in the system, but I'm in the system, and I know the type of care I provide. I know the kind of care that I provide as a nurse, so I know that I would be 100. I'm 100% in my charting. I'm accurate in my charting. If I didn't do it, I don't chart it. Like, here at this hospital, because it's a new system for me and I didn't know where a lot of stuff was, I did realize that some stuff I did that I didn't chart. And I know in nursing, if you didn't chart it, you didn't do it, but I did it. But I'm never going to chart something I didn't do. I'm never going to say something happened that didn't happen. So I feel comfortable in that. I feel comfortable in my nursing skills, my nursing abilities. Of course, I don't have 50 years in the game, so every day is a learning lesson, yes, but I feel comfortable in that. I really do feel bad that I'm not there helping other patients who need help. I'm set to be on the schedule to work a certain shift, and when I'm not there, that messes up numbers, that messes up everything. But if I die, you're going to find a way to replace it. You're going to find a way to put it in there if I'm dead, if I'm hospitalized, if I'm intubated. But I'm scared. Just being honest, I'm scared. I know you got other stuff going on. You got COVID, you got radiation, you got all these, you got the flu, you got different things going on. And the reality of it is, I cannot pinpoint what I got, but I know that I have something, and it's possible it's COVID. Whatever it is, it's affecting my lungs. That's for sure. I went from a dry cough to now my cough feels wet. I have tightness in my chest. It's times when my O2 is low. Earlier today, for like probably about 30 seconds, it dipped in the 80, like 89s. I just had to focus on my breathing. It took a while to get back above 90, and it hung out at, I have a recording on my phone. Because I just never know. You know, it's always about what you can prove. So yeah, I recorded it. But I have a recording on my phone where it's 90, 91, 92 for like, I got like 45 seconds. But it was like that previously for a couple of minutes. I probably had a good 5-10 minutes of 91, 92, 93, 92, 91, like that. I don't know. It sucks. It's my first travel contract, and I get sick, and then I have to explain to the company I work for and the hospital I work for, and I have to prove to them something that it's going to require me to go and get testing and get this and get that and spend money. And I know that they're paying me, but shoot, I came out for a reason. Like if they say, yeah, we're going to cover it, come in, we'll test you, come in, we'll check your lungs, come in, we'll give it to you. If you're going to do it for me, then shoot, I'll be down there in a heartbeat. Because I know that I'm not getting a medical bill. You're not going to send me some $4,000 bill in the mail to add on top of my sickness. But I don't feel it. I don't feel good. I'm just not in the mood. I have no energy. And I feel guilty, and I have to go back and forth with my family a lot. And I don't even talk to some of them more. I'm limited in what I say because they don't understand. I know there's some nurses out there who they okay with being at home because of the sickness or whatever. They don't want to risk it. And quite frankly, I don't want to risk it. I have 2 kids I have to live for. I have 2 kids that need their parent. My mother's still here, so I don't know what it's like to lose a parent, but I've seen other family members who lost their mom, and it's hard, you know? And I would hate to be that mother who went to work, got sick, and sick on top of being sick and could bounce back. Like I can go in there and take a look and go do my shift, but I'm not guaranteed to come out of my shift because I don't have the energy, and nobody else has time to take on my patients and theirs. And I do know that if I go to work before I'm better, then I put my patients at risk. I put my license at risk because I know how I feel. Do I like it? No. I don't like to be sick. I don't get sick, honestly speaking. I got pneumonia. I had aspiration pneumonia. Not me being sick from a bacteria or me getting the flu and lead to pneumonia. I never had the flu, but I watched my daughter who had swine flu, H1N1, and it was the worst. It took my baby girl 3.5 weeks. It wasn't until the 4th week that she was all the way back 100%, but it took her 3.5 weeks as a 5-year-old to bounce back. Ice baths, all kind of stuff. So I've seen the effects of the flu, and I've never had it. And it started out with, it's hard to get help because I didn't have insurance. I'm not gonna lie, like, they're not knocking down their door to help my kind. How about that? ain't knocking on the door to help me. They never have. So I don't expect anything different now. It's hard being not feeling well and then still having to explain. But I'm trying to be optimistic, and I want to, be right. Of course, I think they asked me, like, did I leave or whatever. I didn't answer. But I had help the past few weeks. The past 2 weeks. But my daughter's been with me since before I got sick, because they came down with me in San Fran. If you watched my other videos, you will see my other 2 videos. When we went to the beach and all that, and hanging out over at Seal Beach and at Venice Beach. And she stayed with me. So she's been here. But she doesn't have any symptoms or anything. When I found out I wasn't feeling well and what it could be, I kind of like distanced myself from her. I was in a room that was big enough where she could be on one side and I could be on the other. And then I went to a hotel room. And she was on one side and I was on the other. And then I had more help. And then after that, like, here I am, and I'm back to feeling like I don't have help. I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do. And now I have to verify my sickness, which I understand that's what you want, but I'm pretty sure there's a law that was passed that said you ain't got to verify, but whatever. I mean, I got the symptoms. Like, what do you want me to do? Would I expect for them to be gone within 4 weeks? Yes, because on the news they're talking about 2 weeks. But I did read that some people, it's average. This is what my understanding is. If you have it, you're most vulnerable on day 15 through 19, which I passed that. I was like, yay, I'm good. So I can try to get myself back and get back to work. I was trying to stop all medicines and all treatments and just be at my natural self, and here I am. But it could take you anywhere from, I think it said 15 to 32 days. And what I do know about myself is that I'm just not one that is on that lower end. Even when I was 18, I've never been on that lower end. I can go back before 18. When I cut my hand, it took longer than what they expected. So I'm just not that lower end. But, I got other people who are saying, like, don't worry about it, you'll get another job. There's nurses quitting every day on Facebook. They're all quitting. Every day it's a new nurse pop up that they quit. And but you know what they get? They get bashed by other nurses. Oh, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. But I have to remind myself that I'm here for my kids. And I love what I do. I love nursing. I love what I do. But if I die, the job is going to move on. They're going to have me replaced. The day they send me home, they already had me replaced the day they send me home. So they'll replace me, but my kids can't replace me. And I'm not throwing in the towel, but I'm trying to be cautious. I know that I'm sick. I know that my lungs isn't right. If I go back too soon, if I pick up another bug, if I pick up the flu that I don't have, if I pick up any of that, then I'll be in trouble. And they're not going to be knocking on the door to give me a vent, or knocking on the door to save my life. Because some places are trying to install a automatic DNR. I'm not going to be the main one on the front line getting saved. I see it time and time again in the Facebook group how our nurses are taking the brunt and they're dying. Our nurses are dying. And it's an RIP post. You get 1,000 or 2,000 likes, and then on to the next story. I don't know what to do. Even saying all this, I'm still confused. I just pray that my lungs heal and I'm good to go. Thanks for listening.